It's hard to believe that Thanksgiving's a week from Thursday, isn't it? Well, Larry Misleh from the Madison Diner is here to put a new twist on some traditional favorites. And we were talking about chestnuts.
Yes.
And I have never eaten like chestnuts in a recipe. And I'm looking for something interesting to make this year. So what, you have something in mind?
We have, I roasted some chestnuts last night.
Okay.
They're a little difficult to peel, but they're delicious right away, right after you peel them. But I thought chestnuts and some cremini mushrooms, which are baby portobellos.
Nice. And
some fresh pearl onions, a little bit of thyme and some wine. It all goes together real well. And a little bit of celery.
Yeah, you've already got the celery and the pearl onions cooking up there.
Celery and pearl onions are cooking with some butter, and then I added some chicken broth to it.
Yum.
So what we need to do is add a little wine, and that wine will soak up in the pearl onions.
Yeah.
It'll give them a nice tang.
It smells really good in here. It smells savory and delicious. You know, it really does.
And on the mushrooms, you can put the small ones in whole. I've already rinsed these. Some of the larger ones you can cut down, cut them into thirds or half, and let those saute up with everything. And then we're going to add some thyme to this recipe also. And the chestnuts, since I already roasted them, we can add them whenever. They're just going to warm up.
So they're already cooked through. They're soft.
Right.
And they've got that nuttiness already going on.
Right.
And you know, I love the idea of chestnuts. I've just never eaten them. I just think it would be so cool to make something. What says holiday like chestnuts?
I always thought it'd be a little bit of thyme also. I always thought it'd be a good little dessert kind of dish.
Yeah?
If you had roasted, if you had some chestnuts that were roasting in the oven while you were eating your dinner.
Doesn't have to be over an open fire, no, just in the oven's fine.
In the oven, 425 degrees for 40 minutes. And then while those are roasting, you can sit down and have your meal. And after the meal, the chestnuts are done.
And they pop.
Yeah, they kind of pop open. You want to score them first. Put a little cross in the shell. Otherwise, they'll bust open and it'll be a mess. They can. So if you score them, then the the shell peels back and the peel inside peels back. And then, people can sit at the table and peel it themselves. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. And you're not wolfing them down.
Well, wolfing down chestnuts, I don't know. I mean, I've never really tasted them, so I think and I love food, so it's hard to imagine that I really haven't had chestnuts. But that being said, so what happens, how long would you imagine this needs to cook down? Obviously, we're not going to get to do it all for television.
I would say another 3 or 4 minutes, this would be done.
Okay.
The celery and the onions.
Nice side dish, an alternative.
Correct. For
Thanksgiving and or for the holidays. And get a roast out on a Tuesday, right?
Some people like their mushrooms a little more firm, like a little bite to them, like I was telling you on burgers. Sometimes the mushroom's a little bitey. So you could slice them down if you want to make this recipe a little quicker. You could cut them down a little so they would cook quicker. But the onions turn out wonderful. The chestnuts get nice and hot. You can add as much thyme as you'd like for flavor. A little salt and pepper on them is always good. Some fresh ground pepper and some sea salt.
Tastes delicious, doesn't it? And that's pretty much it. Larry, thanks for giving us a different idea for Thanksgiving. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, you and your family, and hope you get the day off cooking.
Thanks.
You can get his recipe at WCPO.com's lifestyle section. You just click on food.